USCIS just made it easier for anybody applying for it. EB-1A Extraordinary Ability Green Card. The October 2nd, 2024 memo just came out, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what this means, how it relates to the 2023 memo, and how it relates just to overall policy of USCIS. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph and I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So, USCIS just released this new memo. There were 4 points that they wanted to clarify, and I'm going to talk about each one of those points and how you can use it for your own benefit. Number 1, the policy confirms that we consider a person's receipt of team awards under the criterion for basically awards section. We've seen USCIS in the past straight up deny somebody's application because they said the award that you won was a team-based award. Sorry, we don't consider it. Go home, you're not extraordinary. It was a team-based effort. You can see how ridiculous that line of reasoning is, right? Oh, my team won the NBA championships and therefore it's a team effort and I don't deserve it even though I'm the MVP. So the obvious way around that is that it's a comparable evidence. It is as if it is an individual award and it is better than many other individual awards. But you're making people do this secondary argument when it's pretty clear it could be its own right. So USCIS just came out and straight up clarified that they will consider it. Now, when they say they will consider it, doesn't mean they will approve it. You can win a team award in elementary school and they won't consider that to be extraordinary to prove that you deserve a green card. The second thing USCIS wanted to clarify is that they consider past memberships to be memberships. We have seen USCIS use this line of reasoning. You were once a member of the Royal Society and now you're not. Oh, well then that doesn't qualify. You're no longer part of that membership and so you must not be extraordinary. Please join other memberships or fulfill other criterions. You could see how ridiculous that is as well. So they came out and clarified. We consider past memberships too. Does that mean they will approve you if you were once part of a membership and then now you're not? Absolutely not, because USCIS has something in their back pockets. You did not continue to be successful. You did not sustain your reputation and your extraordinary ability. You were part of that Royal Academy 20 years ago, but since then you haven't had a single publication and you've just been a hermit, and so we do not consider you to have sustained your achievements. So they have other ways to deny you, but for them to straight up and deny past memberships and therefore you're not extraordinary is something that was faulty. Again, there were backdoors around it because you could use the comparable evidence argument again, but it's just additional argumentation, right? So they just straight up said, past memberships, okay. Number 3, and this is probably one of the most beneficial ones. You do not now have to prove that your published work is that important. USCIS has removed the language suggesting that published materials must demonstrate the value of the person's work and contributions to satisfy the published material criterion. Before, right, all of our cases, we will talk about the publication and then we will talk about the impact of the publication, the value of the publication, the number of citations, the inferences, the deductions. These USCIS officers, they're not experts in any field that people are applying EB-1A in. So it makes no sense for the government to require these USCIS officers to dig in and say, oh, you have published material? Well, how important was that in relation to your field? 9 o'clock in the morning, they're doing a culinary chef case. Then 10 o'clock, they're doing a neurosurgeon's case. Then at 11 o'clock, they're supposed to do something about like dance and ballet. It's just unreasonable for them to go through every single publication and say, is it important? Is it not important? How are they supposed to know, is it important or not? Especially if you have letter recs saying that they are important. So USCIS just directly took a step back. If you have published material, bravo, good for you. We're no longer going to double check how important it is. Does that mean that they will just approve your case? Absolutely not, right? You can have tons of publications. They can always whip out their back card and say, good for you. Everybody who's a scholar has all these publications. You have to prove that you are the best scholar. So do beyond that. In practice, what this means is it's easier to fulfill a lot of these criterions, right? It's easier to meet 3 out of the 10, but now the totality of the circumstance argument becomes much more important. How are you compared to other people in your field? And so this memo clarifies a lot of things. It makes it a lot easier for you to meet some of the 10 out of 3. But now the totality circumstance argument becomes much more important. And now with the Supreme Court ruling striking down the Chevron case, makes the courts able to double check the USCIS officer's decision. So the totality of the circumstance argument becomes much more important. Last but not least, USCIS is directly clarifying that when you do exhibits, it has to be an art exhibit. It cannot just be any exhibit at any conference. It's always been a weak argument. We almost never, ever use this. And we had one scholar who said, well, I actually painted my dissertation into a mural. That's art, right? Does that count? We still didn't use it, because we just, I mean, look, you're a scholar. You're supposed to invent things. You're supposed to discover new truths. How you use color in your dissertation painting, that is not really moving your field. But now USCIS directly clarified it and say, no, it has to be art, right? So that is the newest memo that just dropped. How does it relate to the previous year's memo? Well, last year's memo clarified how to use this alternative criterion, this comparable evidence that we've always used, and it's like the secret weapon to all these EB-1A applications, right? If it doesn't quite fit in one category, we'll just make an argument that it's a comparable evidence, so it qualifies as well. Pro tip to anybody filing EB-1A, whenever you argue something, if you feel like they can challenge it, just throw in the comparable evidence right underneath it, right? So there's the awards. Oh, you don't recognize that as a award? Well, it's a comparable evidence of an award, and this is why. And make that argument. It doubles the amount of work you have to do. And again, don't use weak arguments. Always send the best arguments, because you never know exactly what argument the officer is really looking at. So if you choose a weak argument, the officer will just have a prejudice against you, thinking it's a weak case. We just want to share that to all of you. It's a good time to be filing EB-1 cases, especially if you're in the STEM field. Team awards are okay. A lot of patents, a lot of big companies, when they win awards, it's always team-based awards. It's always company awards. So good luck to everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Take care. Bye-bye.